Yo, 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 yo. What's up, my people? How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's good. We're locked in. We are ready. Good morning to everybody. If you're watching this after, bless up. Either way. Morning, not morning, whatever you want to say. Bear with me while I clear my throat 1 second. That's better. So yeah, bless up. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well. We're here. Yeah, man, I don't really know what to really make of this video, to be honest, or this stream, or whatever you want to say. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I'm not really too sure what to say on this, but Bayern are looking to deploy Serge Gnabry as the striker next season, or the backup striker next season to Harry Kane. Which obviously in turn means that we won't be getting a striker. And yeah, they're basically doing that so they could save money to get Verts. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. Me personally, I don't know. I don't really know what to think of it, to be honest. It's a bit weird, to be honest with you. I don't know. Big up, John. How are you, man? Yeah, I don't really know what to think about it. Let's go for this though. So here is the thingy. So like so. Let me go zoom this in so we can see what it says. Get off that. There we go. So, yeah, this is what's being put out there. So, Bayern will need to save money wherever possible. If they manage to sign Florian Wirtz this summer, there's a consideration to deploy Serge Gnabry as the backup striker next season instead of spending money on a new striker. Serge Gnabry has no intention of leaving Bayern Munich, and Max Eberl is a fan of him. Now, I don't think the last bit needed to be put there. Max Eberl is already in bad talks. I don't think that's the right word, but people, all the Bayern fans don't like him already, because he's done one good thing, and that is, maybe he's done three good things if you want to put it that one. You know what I mean? You say you don't hear me? Wait, what? You should be able to hear me. You hear me now? So yeah, from what's being put out there, it doesn't look like we're going to buy a striker. And yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we were linked with big up German football spotlight, man. Big up G. We were linked with getting Gokares. Obviously, you guys know what it's like when it comes to rumors and so on and so forth. So people are always, we're linked with everyone. If we were to sign half the players that we're linked with, we have ridiculous amount of players on the business. But yeah, obviously Gokares, we were linked to David. We were looking at him apparently. So no, he would be a free. He would actually be the guy that I would go with personally because of the free transfer. But I don't think we're going to go in for him. So the problem for me is not necessarily a bad thing having Serge as striker, but it's not necessarily a good thing. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's how I see it. It's not the fact that it's a good thing, but it's not a terrible thing, but it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? I believe I just said that about 4 times, but you know what I mean. So, for instance, if we know we're gonna have Neuer in goal. I'm just setting up a team. Bear with me. No, he standing. Oh, can't spell. Let me put this on the screen so you can see what I'm doing, because otherwise you think I'm. Let me put this on the screen. Hold up. Oh no, I've done the wrong one. that on the screen? Okay, yeah, cool. Right, get rid of that. Right. Bear with me. Let me just build this team quickly. So Upper. Let's just say Tar. Let's just say we get him. I don't really care about doing this, but we'll do it so it makes more sense when I say what I need to say. Piss off with your adverts. So then Kimmich. Then what? Pavlo. What? All I say will be this side. Let's say Verts plays the 10, and then Jamal Musiala on this side. Whichever way you want to put that, I don't care. To be honest, this doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. But yeah, Serge. Obviously, he would be the weak link in this team if he was to play here. But yeah, if Serge Gnabry was to play there, obviously that's how I'm thinking we would set up. Now, again, that looks like the weak link. Let's not lie. I mean, it's not like Serge Gnabry's a known striker. But in saying that, and this is where the big but comes into what I'm about to say, is no matter if Kingsley Coman goes, no matter if Leroy Sané goes, I think Serge stays no matter what. No matter who goes, they don't go, they stay, they sign a new deal, whatever you want to say. I think either way, Serge is staying. Now, people might not like that, and that's absolutely fine. That's an opinion. And, for me personally, I would get rid of all three of the frauds. You guys know my opinion on it. But because of this three here, Olasey's been amazing. You cannot get rid of him. Jamal Musiala is a starter, obviously, no matter where it is, if it's this side and in the 10, or if it's on the left here. And then we're going to buy Florian Wirtz by the looks of it. So then he would be the backup. Again, he is a backup, though. He would be a backup. Now, the thing with it is I don't necessarily mind him being the backup because he's not going to get there, and he's not going to get there. He's not taking either of them out of the team. Now he might get the thing where, if we play a DFB Pokal or something like that, maybe we drop one of these players and put him in, and then we have Kane up top. That could be a consideration. Obviously, injuries are part of the game, so maybe injuries would be, could be a thing as well. But yeah, for me personally, because of this three here, they're most likely going to play most games. Maybe we drop Jamal for a game and Wirtz goes in the 10, Serge goes to the left, or Olasey has to be dropped. He's injured, he's ill. There's family problems. You know what I mean? There's all different aspects of life that could get in the way, and maybe Serge could play off the right, and then Harry Kane goes there. So I don't really mind it, but let's not beat around the bush. If I was to say to you, would you rather have Gnabry or would you rather have a Gyökeres? Likelihood is you're taking Gyökeres, aren't you? So yeah, it's just one of those. If we go back over and share this, because this is actually the news. So yeah, that's what's come out. That basically we're going to be saving money. Big up John every single time. Big up Renee. Hopefully you're doing well. Tottenham have the same problem. No other striker would want to come while. Yep. I hear you. Wait, maybe Serge is done with partying. If he can consistently score 2 goals every other game, it works long term. Something. Yeah. No, I get you. Serge Gnabry's in the building. That's mad. I don't understand this obsession with Wirtz. He is not worth 250 million. Well, Wirtz, it's 125 million to buy Leverkusen and 125 million spread over 5 years. So, it's one of those. Bayern are so lucky to have Harry Kane. He's a good striker, but I still don't think he's good enough in my opinion. But yeah, that would be personally how we would set up. Now, I'm trying to think of like our B team. What our B team would be. I'm not sure. Let's make another. Bear with me. Let's do another one of these. Big up to everybody locked in. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button as well. Let me flip these players 1 second. Let me go bonk. Right, share this instead. So this is our B team. So our B team would be Urbig. I'm trying to think who we even have on the books. I guess you would go with Ito left back. Then he hasn't left yet, so go with Kim. Dyer's gone. So yeah, the likelihood of you bringing anyone in there is slim. And they're going to get, see, if they get Tar, then we've got what? Tar, Kim, Opa, Stani, Ito. So I feel like they have to either get a right back or thingy. Kimmich isn't going to play there. So let's just say Leon Goretzka. Again, this is making the B team. The likelihood of this actually starting games would be very slim. Yao Polinia, again, hasn't been sold. So there he is. Let's just put Serge up top. Because that's where they're saying he's going to play. Pulvan is not going to stay. See, this is the problem. So this would be... Obviously, you're never going to play a full... Oh, my word. These adverts, man. You're never going to play a full thingy. You know what I mean? Big up. How are you? So where is Gokares going? I have no clue. What's this? Goretzka needs to be sold. Yeah, I would sell him as well. I honestly would sell him as well. I won't lie. I would 110% sell him as well. I really would. But the problem is, I don't think. I just don't think they will. So it's you know, if they were to sell him though, it would be better. Oh yeah, thank you. I'm glad you said his name because I couldn't think. Was it? Is it Bish? Am I spelling his name wrong? Yeah, I have spelled it wrong, haven't I? Tom. There you go. So, yeah. So he's obviously gonna. And actually, that's another good. Actually, thank you so much for mentioning that because if we then go back to this one, then where's Bischoff going to play? Because he is going to play games. You don't sign the contract for Bayern Munich unless you're going to play it. So let's get rid of Stani a minute, and let's put Harry Kane. And then let me just get rid of Tar as well, and give me him. Because, so for instance, let's just take Serge out. So don't worry about the back four or anything like that. Let's just put these two to the side a second. Put Davies and that down there. Right. So let's just say that this is the setup here. So you've got Pavlovic and Kimmich, Olasey, Musiala, Wirtz, and Kane. Bischoff is going to have to play somewhere. So is he going to play there? Is he going to play there? Is he going to play there? Like he's either going to play one of these positions. Now he can play at the 10. He can play at the mid. I don't know if he can play off the left, but he's going to play one of these positions. So let's say that Wirtz gets dropped for a game and Jamal pushes out to the left. He plays there. Or maybe Pavlovic gets dropped for a game and he plays there. You know what I mean? So no matter where he plays, someone, and this is why Serge has to play striker. Now, do I agree with Serge playing striker? Not necessarily. You know what I mean? Not necessarily, but that's where it would have to be, because again, we're bringing him in, aren't we? I totally forgot about him as well. To be fair to you, because we're gonna have realistically, you're going to have Brian Zaragoza coming back. Think he's going to get sold. Arakunda will come back. I think he'll be loaned out. Paul Vanna, again, would love for him to play, but I think he's going to be loaned out. So it's interesting. It's interesting when you see it from that aspect. Are you guys for real, like 250 million for Wirtz? 250 million over 5 years. No, 125 million over 5 years. So the deal, the whole package deal will be 255 million, but it would be, do I say 255? No, 250 million, sorry. But it would be 125 million to sign him, to bring him in, and then 125 million to pay him in wages over 5 years. So we're not paying 250 million to Leverkusen. No, that's not what it is. It's 125 million to Wirtz in wages over 5 years. So 25 million per season for 5 years. Now, if he doesn't stay for that, then you cut it off. Let's say he stays free, then you've got 50 million that you haven't given him, and then obviously you get whatever, But yeah, that would be the way that we would set up. Serge will be the backup here to Kane. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with these players. But for me personally, I'm obviously taking I'm taking Wirtz, and I think Wirtz has to be a sign. But why? Why spend 250 million on him? Well, again, you have to. Is Wirtz worth like 100 million, but you guys acting like he's prime Neymar? No. He's not prime Neymar, but Leverkusen, no matter if they lose Alonso or not, will not want to. Like, it doesn't matter who comes in for him. They don't want to make Bayern like. This is the way you've got to see it. They have been a team that's been terrible in the Bundesliga for years. They finally get good with Wirtz, with Alonso coming in and doing what he's done, and what he's done is special. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, they're not going to want to upgrade us, because no matter what, they upgrade us. We're not getting Poulsen or an average player that then could become good. This guy comes in straight away and upgrades the team. You know what I mean? Back on the streaming grind, 100%, bro. Big up to you, mate. I rate Wirtz so highly, but goddamn, 250 million, you can buy 5 players. No, you could. Yeah, no, you could. But 125 million for Wirtz, and then the rest is in wages, Now, you got to remember, it's not necessarily 125 million coming straight out of the Bayern bank. Like, again, if we go over to this lineup builder, I can show you players that we're gonna sell to get that money. Actually, Kim is one of them, so let's not get rid of him. Oh fuck, I got rid of him anyway. What a dumbass. Okay, we're not getting rid of him. Yeah, we're not getting rid of him. Okay, so this team I'm gonna make now is gonna be players that we're gonna get rid of. So Kingsley Coman is one of them. At this rate, it looks like not Serge. It looks like Sane is going to go now. Fingers crossed. Then you've got Zaragoza. Where is he? There he is. Brian Zaragoza. So there's another player that's going to go. Hopefully we can sell Kim Min-jae to Juventus. That's not Kim Min-jae. I just clicked a totally different Asian player. Kim Min. There we go. So, now, don't get it twisted. I don't know how much we're going to get for these players, but Polinia, 40 million? Probably get about 20 million from Zaragoza. So that's already 60. If we can get a good amount for Coman, that pushes it up to 100 million. Sane is going to go on a free, so we won't be able to get him anything for him. Maybe we get 20 million, 30 million for Kim. You know what I mean? So selling these players, I get it. Overall, I get that, you could get, this and that. Like, I understand that you could quite literally get You could bring in David. You could bring in David, Tar, Gokares. And I get it, but that's the problem. They're not going to do that. So, oh, bro, I didn't even wait, what? I didn't even share the screen. Fuck. Sorry, my bad. So I'm just talking. So yeah, these are the players we could get rid of. Sadio Bowie is going. Hold up. We'll just put Bowie. So Bowie is going. So there's another player that will be sold. Let's just push these up so you can actually see. Again, these aren't positions on the pitch, obviously. So yeah, these are all players that could be sold. I don't know if Goretzka will be sold. Now, another player that could be sold is Alexander Nubel, because he is still a Bayern Munich player at this time. He's on loan. So there's another player that can be sold. Players that Bayern Munich need to bring in. I think we need a right back. There ain't no if, buts, or maybes about it. Like players we actually need. Let's just put Verts to the side a second. We need a right back. We need a centre back. Most definitely need a centre back, if not two. If you get Tar in, cool. If you get rid of Kim, you obviously need to replace him. So you bring in another player. I think I personally would love Stiller. I think we need to go and get Stiller before a big team gets him. If Liverpool get him and Gravenberch in that pivot is going to be insane. It really is. Like, I know they've got McAllister and Szoboszlai and so on, but he is amazing. Honestly, he's amazing. I want him so badly into this team. Hudson at centre back, I would take 1,000%, mate. Yeah, of course. Of course. Again, if we build another team, this time I'm actually going to share the screen so you can actually see what I am doing. Because my dumbass didn't do that last time. So if we flip the players, and then we go up here again, like so. So like this team we're only going to do players we need to buy. So let's say we buy Hudson, which I can't spell his fucking name. How do you spell his name? Oh, it's a U-I, then a J. H-U-I-J. Oh, I put an S instead of a J. So yeah, let's say we buy him. Let's say we get Tar on a free. I'm trying to think who we could buy it right back. Bro, why did they get rid of Mazraoui, man? So backwards. It's so backwards. Let's just say we get Stiller, because this is the player that I really need Bayern to buy. Obviously, let's just put Verts into the team because it looks like we are going to sign him. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. You never know in this day and age. PSG could fucking turn out of nowhere and get him. But yeah, we're not getting Gravenberch. We're not getting Gravenberch. I love Gravenberch, but we're not getting him. We sold him. He would never come back to us anyway because of the way we treated him. Even though he was quite literally being a moany little girl to the media, he still isn't going to come back. And he's an amazing at Liverpool. So yeah, so Stiller. I would love. Yeah, Asnu. Oh, bro, if Asnu comes back, man, please. To be fair, we are going to need a backup for Davies, but we do have Guerrero. And I don't think they're going to sell Guerrero, so I think Guerrero will be the backup to Davies, which in itself is questionable. Lima could play right back. We do have Lima to play there, but I don't think he's this is the thing. I don't think Bayern go in and get a right back, actually deepen it, because Kimmich can play there. Obviously, that would be amazing, but he's not going to. Then you've got Lima who can play there, and you've got Stanisic who can play there. So that kind of is the, one of them beats the starter, and then the other one is the other player. So, we got Kragzig who could come back, but it looks like he might actually even be sold. So, yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying when you actually deep it. It's annoying. So let's take Tar out of the team, and then we'll hold up. Actually, he would be a starter, but it'll be on this side. So let's put Upper into the team. Okay, like so. Can I do substitutions on this? Yeah, bench. So let's go with Tar. Actually, no, let's not go with Tar. Let's go with Ito. So let's say Ito does come back and he's there. Then Tar would be this side, like so. So then we've got Manuel Neuer in goal, and then Urbig on the bench, like so. Davies would obviously is going to be our left back, and let's say we have a Guerrero as his backup, then Stanisic with Lima. Oh, put too many freaking things. I'm trying to type too quickly. As the backup for him. Let me get rid of Stiller a minute. So then we've got Pavlo with Tom Bischoff being, let's say that Tom Bischoff is the backup for him. Where is he? There. So there's that. Then you've got, unless actually, he might actually be the backup for the 10. So let's not do that. So let's just say that Leon Goretzka is playing there instead. Obviously, people aren't going to like that, and that's absolutely fine. And then Kimmich, go away with your stupid advert. And let's say that Yao does stay. I don't think he does. I think we are going to push to sell him. Where is it? I think Palini. Yeah, there we go. Thought I could spell it. There we go. So then Wirtz, let's say Wirtz is the 10. So then we have Tom Bischoff as the backup for that position. Then we've got Olasey here, like so. And then we've got Kane here, like so. And then Serge Gnabry is the backup to Kane. And then, because you've still got Matthias to come back as well, remember? Jamal Musiala. And let's just say that Tao plays here. Matthias. Where are you there? You know, maybe that's how we could set up. You know? Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. You know what I mean? So yeah, for me, that's how I think we probably would set up. Zoom in a little bit. So Neuer and Urbig as the sub, Guerrero, Davies with Guerrero being the sub, Hudson coming in and Ito being the sub for him, Upamecano with Tar being the sub, Stanisic with Lima being the sub, Kimmich and Pavlovic with Goretzka and Palini being the subs. I do feel like Palini will be sold though. Olasey, then you've got Wirtz with Bischoff being the sub, Musiala with Tau being the sub, and then Vidovic is obviously another player that can come in and hit this team, and then Harry Kane with Serge being a thing. Squad doesn't look bad. Yeah, no, it doesn't. And look, if you want to even crap, now I forgot his name. What was his name? Vidovic. So then you have that. Let's zoom out a little bit. So then you have that. I don't think it's terrible. Yeah, I would take him. Honestly. That 12 million release, I think, but the fact that Bayern still haven't signed that, for me, is annoying me, because that is a bargain. That 12 million is a bargain to get him in, honestly. Big up Godfrey, man. Hopefully you're good as well, G. I'm fine, mate. Thank you for asking. Bless up, bro. Yeah, for me personally, you know, that is where I would go with it. Now, what the players we brought in, we have quite literally brought in Tar, who would be free in this team. Big up Bayern Zone. So yeah, we brought in Tar, we brought in Hudson, and we brought in Wirtz. That is the only players that we have brought in for this team. Now, what Hudson would be 50 million. Wirtz, let's say Wirtz is 130 million. So that's 180 already. Tar's going to be free. So obviously you have to pay his wages. So, you know, obviously wages don't necessarily come into the effect, you know, to our transfer budget. Obviously we do have to pay him, of course. But yeah, that's 180 million for free players. You know what I mean? It's It's interesting. Who is that at right back? So Stanisic would be the right back, with Lima being the backup. Now it could swap and Lima being the right back. Like for me personally, if I would be able to do what I wanted with the team, which obviously isn't realistic, I would love to have a totally different right back. Because maybe you get rid of Sal Palinia, back to Fulham or wherever, and then you have Lima as the backup for Kimmich, because he can do a job there. He can. He did it against Madrid. I know we lost and we got robbed in the game, but as a whole, he did. So yeah, like I would love nothing more to get a new right back. Who that would be, I don't know off the top of my head, but I would love to get a right back. I really would. Do you think that squad is good enough to win the UCL? Yeah, I don't. I'm not too sure on that one, if I'm honest with you. It should be, because you've got Harry Kane that can score goals if he turns up in the big games. You've got Jamal Musiala in there, who obviously is a showstopper in himself. Then you've got Wirtz in there with Olise. Like that front three, other than Kane in itself, the right, the left, and the 10 should be winning Champions Leagues and major trophies. They really should, because you know what I mean. Jamal is amazing. Olise is amazing, and Wirtz speaks for himself. You know what I mean. The amount of assists that are going to come from these players. Again, look at but let's say Bayern have 20 shots every single game. Yeah, like most of our games where we've had good amount of shots is because Serge Gnabry or Kingsley Coman or Leroy Sané have got into these positions. Like the second leg against Inter Milan when they beat us, we outshot them. We had 20 shots, 6 on target. No one can really necessarily tell me that when we have Olise in front of goal, Wirtz in front of goal, and Jamal in front of goal, that they're all going to miss the amount of opportunities, you know what I mean, that the others will miss. Do you know what I mean? Piss off with the adverts. So annoying. Big up, AK man. Big up, man. Morning, bro. Hopefully you're well, G. Hopefully you're doing good, bro. Vanderson from Monaco is the right back, 40 million. It's not outrageous. I don't really know too much of him, if I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, 40 is not bad. We will definitely not sign Hudson. I think it will be Tar. Bayern FC, who would you have as the backup then? If we don't, so if we have Upper and Tar as the main two, who would you have as the backup? Because Ito could be the backup for Tar, but who's going to be the backup for? This is the problem, isn't it? I don't necessarily disagree with you, mate. I don't disagree with you, but yeah, it's peak. Man said, you have been hating on Harry Kane, and now you're glazing him. Definitely not. Definitely not, bro. Stanisic and Ito. Okay, so what are we signing a right back then, in your opinion? Because Stanisic can definitely play centre back. Yeah, of course, he can. But who would be at the right back? That's what I would say. What's this? As I'm good. Just saw the headline. No new striker. Yeah, looks that way, man. Man said correction. It's Cake, not Kane. This guy, man. This guy. What's this? Should be going for both. Anyway, Tar and Hudson. Facts, Godfrey. Facts. PB Ghost. What'd you say? If Gnabry happens to be a Kane substitute, then we have no chance in the UCL. I want Gokares, but you can't obviously always get what you want, and the likelihood of us actually getting Gokares is slim because we're going to spend 125 million on Wirtz. 100%, John. He should be playing there anyway. He should be playing there anyway. David on a free makes sense. Depends on the wage demands. He looks like he's going to Barca, from what I see. But yeah, I would take him 1,000%. That's why he's on the thumbnail. I would take him as a backup to Harry Kane because it looks like Harry Kane's going to stay. If I had it my way, I would sell him this season to bring in Gyökeres. But yeah, David would be amazing. Honestly, he'd be amazing. Such good business. I agree. Yeah, 100%. Konrad Lima as the right back. He was sensational this season, and he loves the club. And I think Stanisic is better as centre back than as a right back. Okay, I don't disagree. What the bloody hell y'all doing, fella? Big up, Jester, man. How are you, G? Hopefully you're well, bro. Yeah, I don't disagree, Bayern FC, bro. I don't disagree. But that's the problem, isn't it? Will Kimmich actually? Wait, what's this? Bayern have given Leroy Sané a 10-day deadline. He either signs the current offer or it will be withdrawn and he will have to leave. No signing fee, no improved offer. Bayern are firm with their decision. Interesting. Take Ducks live and talk about his pathetic excuse. Yeah, I get you, okay, bro. I get you. We could get Hudson. Yeah, no, Hudson's a release clause, Bayern's own. Hudson is a release clause. So, he would only be 50 million. It's a release clause. We do not have to negotiate with any club. With Bournemouth, you don't. You just pay for the player, like we did with Kim and Jay. Now, Wirtz is obviously the one where you have to negotiate and speak to their team and so on and so forth. But with having both Rummenigge and Hornis, I think that gets done anyway, to be honest. I really do. I think that gets done anyway. So it's one of those. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It really is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Hudson is a better option than Wirtz at 150 million. No, I get you. Wirtz can come to Bayern because of the German influence. Okay, yeah, I agree. I don't disagree. Wirtz will need some time at the beginning, like Mbappe at Madrid. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he clicks, isn't it? Yeah. He might not click. He might not fit us 100%. Because he is the main man in that team, isn't he? Yeah, they got Frimpong, Xhaka, so on, but creative spark-wise, he is that main guy. I agree. Hopefully, it would be amazing for him to come in and do realistically, he should be coming in and flourishing straight away because we do have Musiala, who he obviously plays with in German national team. We obviously do have Kane and we have Olise. So, he should be fitting us like a glove, but I know what you mean. Diogo Costa and Cambiasso are through the door to join C. Wait, is in the goalkeeper? AK? As in the Porto goalkeeper? Is that who you bought? Damn. Kimmich needs to go back to right back and we get some good midfielders. I would put Kimmich at right back and then I would go and get Stiller. Yeah, why not? Oh, damn. So what, is Edison being sold? I'm guessing Edison's being sold then. Or have you already sold him and I'm under a rock or some shit. If we fail signing Wirtz, we should give Vidovic and Arakunda some time. They won't get time. They deserve some time, but Wirtz is, it's just a better player. That's the thing. Anyone out? Come on, Liam. Learn how to read. Anyone else you would take that plays for Leverkusen? Someone like Nkempe. He's good, but he plays mainly at left back. And he's obviously not going to go in for Davies. If he was to play at centre back, maybe. In a swap deal with Leverkusen. Okay. Wait, so where is Edison going, AK? I'm confused. Where is Edison go? I'm confusing. I'm confused. Can't speak English here. But yeah, to everybody that has just popped in, this was what was put out there. I'll read it again. Bayern will need to save some money wherever possible if they manage to sign Florian Wirtz this summer. There is a consideration to deploy Serge Gnabry as a backup for Harry Kane next season instead of spending money on a new striker. Gnabry has no intention of leaving Bayern, and Max Eberl is a fan of him. So yeah, there we go. Make sure if you haven't already, smash the likes, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Bless up to everybody. Thank you for everybody being in here. Edison is probably staying. Edison to Saudi if he leaves. Bro, he'd be amazing for any of the Saudi teams. You know what I mean? He would. And his distribution is insane. I hope Wirtz will be signed before the Club World Cup. Yes, so do I. But I feel like it's going to be a mad one where it's just going to drag on. But hopefully, fingers crossed, Man City will get Rodrigo, and then they will be out of the race for Wirtz. Because you just never know in football, you know. Like some of these players will go in here and the next minute they're here, you know what I mean? So you generally just don't know. Wirtz is a bit weird in taking a call. Let's move forward, and some other alternatives at half Wirtz's price. It's not difficult to get anyone for 70 million plus. I know what you mean. I'm split with my fan base hating on Gibbs White. Would you get Gibbs White? AK. Wait, have you already signed him? Right, mate, I'm away with the fairies here. Because obviously your guys are rebuilding, aren't you? Rebuilder. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be putting Serge as a striker. If we failed, not yet, but Forest had demanded 100 mil. Are they on coke, bruv? Is that because it comes with his missus that's all over socials, bruv? What the? City are linked with Gibbs White, Liam, alongside with Wirtz. Okay, I get you. Bayern Zone says, if we fail signing Hudson, who do you take instead? Well, Jonathan Tah should realistically be coming in anyway, no matter if he's good enough or not, because he's on a free. I would personally go get an Anasio from Sporting Lisbon. No one's ever got him. I don't see why not. AK said, I hope we get Rodrigo. That'd be an amazing deal for you guys. To be fair, that actually would be an amazing deal. To get him in. Rodrigo would be dream for any club. Yeah, I would take Rodrigo. Don't get it twisted. I just think we get Wirtz. That Rodrigo isn't a terrible player or anything. Definitely not. You know, and if he comes in on that Man City left hand side, that's going to be dangerous. You know, because I'm sure Pep's going to make him flourish. You know, Rodrigo alone is going to be amazing. Then you're saying that he's going to be next to Haaland and, you know, so on and so forth. If Phil Foden can take, you know, pull his socks up and stop being so shit, you know, if he turns up again, you know, then you've got Phil Foden that's turning up. You've got, you know what I mean? This is what I mean. So it's interesting. What's this saying? Okay. It's just a bunch of random shit. So, but yeah, man, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what is going to happen. And let's see what happens. You just never know these days. That's the problem. You just generally never know. So, but fingers crossed, we're going to get some good players. Obviously, we're going to be live for it anyway. live for everything and so on and so forth. The content doesn't stop here on the Bayern View, so bless up to everybody for the constant support. And yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting one to see who we get anyway. But there's various players that realistically should be sold for Bayern Munich, and various players that are coming in, you know. And yeah, Liam, you're right. Forest are on. Yeah, they must be, bro. Like, you're not getting prime Pogba, bro. Like, Gibbs White is a good player, and I understand. Again, it's similar to the Verts thing. It's not the same, but he obviously, you know, you guys will make him better. So they're like, okay, cool. If we're gonna make you better, and you be in the champions again, and so on and so forth, and challenging for major honors and so on, you have to pay the big money. I get that, but at the same time, that's still a bit crazy. Dane says, so is Tal coming back to Bayern? Well, he is coming back to Bayern. I don't think that Tottenham will spend the money. Hopefully, Tottenham do spend the money because that's another big chunk of cash that we could go and get another player. But probably, yeah. I don't think they buy him. To be honest with you. Max Herbal out 100% every time, bro. Every time. You know me. We don't spill our words here, bro. We don't spill our words here. But, yeah. He is cheap. I agree. He is cheap. That's why, like, obviously at the time I was annoyed that Tal went, but it would have been better if it was an obligation because then you know full well that they have to pay for him. You know, but it was an option, wasn't it? I don't care about what he's got to say right now. I think Bayern fan base overrate Bischoff. He is good, but nothing, not better than Pablo. Yeah, no, I get you. Homegrown tax, apparently, Liam, is a joke. Bro, there ain't no homegrown tax, bro. The guy wasn't even made at Forest. I swear he was a Wolverhampton Wanderers player. The fuck? Am I smoking bush or something? I swear that's where Gibbs White was. Yeah, he was at Wolves. The fuck are they going on about? The guy was under 23 for Wolves, then went to Swansea, then Sheffield United, then Wolves again for season pod season, then Forest. They're smoking some bush, mate. Only thing Bischoff has better than Pavlo is more consistency and less. Well, yeah, Pavlovich just gets injured, doesn't he? I'm not injured, sorry, ill, because he's obviously got an illness, which is sad, because he is a good player. The league is finished. Oh yeah, the league's been finished for years, though, hasn't it? Let's not beat around the bush. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's peak. It's peak. But yeah, man. I think that's basically that. Let me save that. Man said they're at Tessaldi. Yeah, Zia's not best impressed with that. He's not best. I'm surprised he hasn't made a video on it. To be honest, I think he needs to. Do you think I would take him? I would take him from Forest. Yeah, he's a good player. That's another good centre back. I don't know how much they would want for him though, because he is one of their main players. So I'm not sure how much he would want, like they would want for him. But yes, it's peak. Let me go this one. What's this thing doing? Yeah, yep, that's another one, Murillo, or however you say his name. That's another one. He's young as well. He's super young. So, yeah, no, 100. There are players out there. You just need to go and get them, and give them a little bit of time. You know. So, but yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think on the Serge Gnabry stuff. Smash likes, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna send you guys over to Football Heritage TV. Sava, big up to Sava every single time. So yeah, bless up to everybody. and I will be back in a couple of hours. I might have a video. If it's not a video, it'll be another stream though. So yeah, bless up to everybody, and until then, mia san mia.